Hey guys, Skylar here with Ellicottville Aquatics. We're going to go in depth today on heaters and why you should have multiple heaters if you're able to. So we're going to start today with why you should replace your heaters. I would say every 3 years, or at least check them yearly, especially when it gets to the colder temperatures. In our case here in Western New York, I would say October is when it starts to get colder, so you always want to remember to check your heaters to make sure they're working properly. So the easiest way to do that is, pull your heater up and make sure it's plugged in and see if you're getting any heat to it. And also, use a thermostat, put it in the water, and check the temperature that you're reading. Ideal temperatures are, 77 to 80 degrees. For most aquariums, whether it be fresh or salt water. You should have multiple heaters in your aquarium. So one of the reasons is, for instance, if you have an expensive aquarium set up like this, I should have 2 aquarium heaters in here. So for this aquarium, I should have a total wattage of 600 watts. So that would mean I'd want 2 300 watt heaters. So you would go ahead and place 2 300 watt heaters in there. And the reason being is, say one fails, one doesn't turn on, so you have another at least 300 watt heater in there to take up that load, until you can replace your one that's down. Or for another example is, say for whatever reason one heater sticks on and then you have it heating constantly, at least one stuck on and not 2 of them. If say a 600 watt heater, for example, just one of them in your aquarium and it sticks on, well, it's going to fry everything in there. If a 300 watt heater sticks on, it may raise your temperature up, say to 88 degrees, but at least it's only the 300 watts and not the 600 watts stuck on. So that's a big benefit there of having 2 heaters in your aquarium versus 1 heater. Obviously, if you have a small 10-gallon aquarium, with just guppies in it, you're probably not going to have 2 heaters in it, which makes sense. You're just going to have one heater in there for them guys. So that's, the main reason why we do that. Talked about having 2 heaters instead of 1 heater in your aquarium. Let's talk about how to control those 2 heaters that you have in your aquarium. And ideally, that would be having a controller unit, whether it is external heater controller or the Apex Neptune system. And there's a couple other products on the market for heater controlling. So we have the new Bulk Reef Supply heater controller with us today that we're going to go ahead and unbox for you guys. So I haven't even seen this thing yet, so I'm not even sure what to expect, honestly. I've seen a picture of it, but I haven't even got to open one. So we're going to go ahead and open this. We've got the instructions, so we'll get to that here soon. But we'll get this thing unboxed and see what we're working with here. Alright, so the first thing I see off the bat here is a removable thermostat, and it's plastic. We want to keep this plastic. Don't buy the ones that are metal, because metal in salt water just never goes well. It does have a little suction cup here, so that's a nice feature here. Especially it's replaceable. Being in the hobby here, everything doesn't last forever, so that's kind of a nice feature. It's got a dual plug-in here as well, by the looks of it. Yep. Really nice long cord as well, which is nice because, as you know, in the hobby, you can never have enough outlets and long enough cords to reach other outlets if need be. So we're going to go ahead and unwrap that. So that looks to be 6 foot at least. Just looking at the back here, it tells you the range control is negative 50 degrees Celsius all the way up to 99 degrees Fahrenheit and 58 degrees Celsius. The controller can do up to 1200 watts total, so you can plug in 1200 watts to this, which is quite a bit considering most heaters you're not going to be anywhere near that for your tank size. Has dual displays on here, so it's going to show you, looks to be your temperature set and the temperature that's in the aquarium. And then let's open up the thing here. It has a 1-year warranty, which is nice. That's always good to have the warranty in it. Not many things have a good warranty anymore. So that looks to be all the basics. We'll go into more on how to actually set up the controller here soon. We're going to go ahead and talk about this titanium heater that we got from Bulk Reef Supply. It is brand new to the market within a couple months. This is a great heater to plug in with the controller that we just talked about. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this. All right. Definitely liking what I'm seeing here just by the quick glance. Go ahead and get these rubber bands off. All right, definitely got some weight to it, so it feels like it's definitely built very well. Looks to be a super long cord with it, which is always a plus here. So just at a quick glance, we've got these nice suction cups here that are removable. So you can put those on and off if you got to clean your heater. Pretty straightforward. I mean, it tells you the 200 watts, you know, it just gives you a brief overview on the sticker here. The end of it is definitely sealed very well. They got a nice weld on there so that it's completely closed. And then looks to be this end here is closed as well. So it's got a really nice complete seal underneath there. And this cap, it's pretty hard to get off, so it's definitely got a nice seal with the cap too. So that's a really nice feature. You know, titanium. You know, the reasons why we like using titanium is obviously we're not dealing with glass in the aquarium. That's a big problem if you break a glass heater and you have shards of glass everywhere. So if you're able to, definitely, you know, invest in a titanium one. Another nice feature is, I mean, I've personally had one of these on my aquarium for 10 years and had zero issues with it. So that's a, you know, definitely an investment, but it's going to last quite a while. And this specific heater comes with a 3-year warranty. And honestly, that has to be one of the best warranties I've ever even heard of, you know, for a titanium heater. Because being in salt water, it's going to, you know, eventually take a wear on it. And having a 3-year warranty, it's just a plus in my mind. I ended up mounting the system down here, and our titanium is down in our sump system here. We went in and programmed this, you know, out of the box. It did come in Celsius. We did change it to Fahrenheit. That's just what we use here. So all my employees realize, you know, just to look at this and we know the temperature. A big thing I want to point out is I took the old heater out of here, and I had the sensor in the sump tank, and with this new unit we ran the sensor up top inside the tank, and we found out that we were 2 degrees different from our sump tank to our actual main display. I like keeping the tanks at 80 degrees here, and we were literally 2 degrees off. So I'm happy that we did go ahead and install this Bulk Reef Supply heater controller with our titanium heater in our sump tank, because we were off 2 degrees and I didn't even realize that. So it's kind of a nice thing now that we know that. So we're going to go over and show you our sensor and where we placed it. Obviously every tank is going to be a little different. We just put it in the overflow box so you can't really see it in the actual display, but it's still up top. So that's where we ended up placing it, guys. All right, guys, we're here back at the table. I just wanted to give a quick overview on my thoughts of this heater that we just went over in detail. So I will have to say, Bulk Reef Supply, you have definitely made probably one of the best heaters on the market right now. I'm super satisfied on every component of this heater. The heater control was very easy to program. I like all the key features in there, how you can set your main temp and then you can set the overheat temperature, which was really nice. I like the fact that the heater probe is actually replaceable and that it was made out of a plastic material instead of a, you know, metal material, which never does good in salt water. A big key feature I liked on the actual heater itself was the fact that it had removable suction cups that you can, you know, obviously take the heater out and, you know, do your, you know, maintenancing on, and the fact that it was a solid welded end cap. Not many heater manufacturers out there do that. And to back it up with a 3-year warranty, like I said before, it has to be probably the best warranty on the market. A really nice long 6-foot cord on the end of it. You can never have a long enough cord in this hobby. We're always searching for outlets as it is. Overall, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 review. Honestly, I'm going to buy more of these and hook them up at our store, get them up and running. I love them. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And please comment below if you have any questions on this heater or if you'd like to buy one from us. Just let us know. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.